Going across to breaking news coming in. This is the latest video that has been released by Regional Administration Head of Sumy. The video is from Oktirka district, which has been occupied by the Russian army. Those are the pictures right here on your screens, the aftermath of the airstrikes in the Sumy region, and the big black cloud of smoke that you see after the damage that occurred. This is the latest video that has been released by the Regional Administration Head of Sumy. The video is from Oktirka district, which has been occupied by the Russian army. Russia has been making such claims of taking over several regions in Ukraine and having complete control of these regions. Now, remember, Sumy is also one of those regions where Russia was to exercise temporary ceasefire so that safe evacuation could occur and humanitarian corridor that was to be given. But you see the widespread damage that continues on day 16. Priyanka, if you're with me, we stay with these pictures, and this is what Ukraine is claiming in the region of Sumy.
The Sumy Oblast region as well in the northern part of Ukraine, we had seen a three-pronged attack that had been carried out by the Russian troops from the north, the east and the south from Crimea. That was the southern peninsula that had been annexed by Moscow in 2014. But now in Sumy, we had seen there were multiple bombardments that had been carried out on residential areas as well as kindergartens, maternity hospitals. All of these places had been strategically targeted by the Russian troops as well, and we had seen multiple reports of several civilians who had also lost their lives in these multiple bombardment, multiple airstrikes that had been carried out in that particular region, Suesha. Also, more importantly, we had seen when the humanitarian corridors had been promised from the Donetsk Oblast region from the east, Russian troops had been seen targeting the buses that were used for evacuation of stranded nationals, stranded civilians, in fact, who were being taken out from buses from near the Sumy region. And those were the places that had been targeted by the Russian troops. And now we see several such more images. In fact, the aftermath of such airstrikes that had been carried out by the Russian troops in the Sumy region. And viewers, now let's also take a look at this another report from Ukraine, and then we get you all the breaking updates. Take a look at this video from the village of Donetsk in eastern Ukraine. Heavy fighting here resulted in massive damage to residential buildings. An apartment block was left with shattered windows and blackened walls, while burnt out artillery hardware and shells lay in the street. According to local residents, during the shelling, a driver and a woman were injured. Soldiers, despite the explosions around, rescued wounded people and brought them to the basement to safety. Many of those who live in Donetsk, which remains without electricity and gas, had taken refuge in basement bomb shelters during the fighting. Meanwhile, Russia has declared its recognition of the separatist Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics prior to its wider invasion of Ukraine. Agency report for Republic TV.